Hi everyone, welcome back to Data Alchemy. I'm Vaishnavi, Head of Marketing at Systech Solutions. Whether you are a returning viewer or joining us for the first time, really glad you're here. So Data Alchemy, this is Systech's signature series where experts doing the actual work, applying modern data and AI, they share how they solve real business problems with the best of tech and practice in the industry. Not a theory, not a demo in vacuum, but work that actually ships. And today's topic is one that every business user, every analyst, every data leader is asking about right now. So let's get right into it. Here's a scene most of us know too well. A leader asks a question, someone scrambles, a report gets pulled, and by the time the answer lands, the decision's already been made on gut feel. And today, Sri Vishnu will show us why that cycle is finally breakable. Sri Vishnu is our speaker today. He's an architect at Systech Solutions, specializing in Microsoft Fabric and Azure, with a decade of experience turning complex data into decisions that actually happen faster. He's delivered analytics programs across different industries, FMCG, retail, manufacturing, and what sets him apart is the focus on what business feels on the other side of the platform. Sri Vishnu, happy to have you here, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Vaishnavi, for that intro. That was really helpful. Like we've already seen, how AI agents are going to be changing the way that organizations are going to interact with the data. Every organization that we've worked with till now would have had this problem, right? Someone has a question for which the data will have to be looked into and the report gets pulled. And this takes quite a bit of time to actually arrive at some actionable insight, right? This is the story that we are having here as well. A leader has a question, 3 people scramble to get 2 reports pulled. By the time the reports are ready, the decision is already made by gut feel. This typically is not a people problem or a process problem. It's more of an architecture problem. The architecture to solve this is currently ready, it is live, and that is what we'll be discussing in this webinar. So why does this keep happening? Let's look at the tool that we've been consuming till now. Why dashboards have a ceiling? Dashboards were a real leap forward, and I'm not here to bash them, definitely. Right? What do dashboards do well? They have always answered planned questions. They show trends over time. They are able to track KPIs consistently and serve large audiences at once. But here is where they fall short. They are not able to answer unplanned questions and are very static because they were built for a very specific niche need. They need an analyst to change the reports, and they are not able to reason across different data domains because they are only able to consume the data that have been provided to them. The dashboards are able to answer the questions you thought of when you built them, but the businesses are much faster than that. Let's see how this gap is being filled and where AI agents come in. Before we get into that, forget the buzzword for a second. What is an AI agent, right? Think of it as a very well-briefed analyst who is not going to sleep at all, has complete control and visibility over all the data that your organization currently has without any issues. And they have all read every single report that it has ever produced. They know your data structure really well because they have access to everything that your organization has currently put together. And they are connected to the semantic model, meaning everything that the business does, every single business definition is going to be a part of their solution. They are going to be able to query on demand and reason across sources. They are not going to be relying on pre-built visuals, and they are going to be able to combine multiple data sources and put them together to arrive at a good insight. Let's make this sound a little bit more concrete, right? Let's look at 3 scenarios. First up, retail. Let's say a store ops lead wants to know which store has had the highest footfall to conversion gap last weekend. Okay, the way that this would have been done in the old times, where we raise a report request, we have an analyst who pulls the footfall and the conversion data separately, combines them, creates a report, and by the time the report is ready on Monday, the promo window would have already been closed. Now let's look at how the agentic way works. The store op can actually look and connect with the data and ask questions in plain English, and the agent is able to query those details right away, right then, and it's going to create a ranked list of all the stores and identify the gaps there. And all this is going to be done before the next coffee. You don't have to wait over the whole weekend. Next, same pattern, a little different with a different industry. Let's get into FMCG. Let's look at some supply chain problems, right? Let's say a company is trying to set up some promotions next week, and they are trying to identify if there are any tier 1 suppliers that are running below the safety stock. So what would have happened initially? We would have taken, an analyst would have taken data from all these different sources, combined them, created a report and all that. But even if there were individual reports that were catering to these particular verticals, it would not have been sufficient. So the AI agent is able to cross-reference all three, which would have taken at least half a day for a human analyst to get this done. And all these answers, all the combinations, all the comparisons, and everything is done within seconds. Right? This is why AI agents work. Now, at the leadership level, let's see how it looks. Let's say a CFO asks about the margin performance of this quarter versus last year, the same quarter, by category. What would happen? Someone will schedule a meeting. This report page gets built. A review happens in the next week's QBR, and the CFO is going to work till then with partial information. But with the AI agents, he'll be able to directly ask the agent the question. The comparison and the data points are going to be gathered right then, and the answer is available right then within 5 minutes in the same room, and they don't have to wait for a longer period of time to get the decision done. None of this, again, is going to work without very specific infrastructure. And let's talk about what is going to make this possible right now. Again, this isn't roadmap. This is already available today on Fabric, Power BI, on all paid SKUs. We have on one side Microsoft Fabric and Power BI, where data agents are generally available across Fabric workloads. We have the MCP that lets agents connect directly with the semantic models, and they are authenticated using Microsoft Intra, which is already secure by design. You don't have to have additional security in place, and they are now available on all paid Fabric SKUs and not just as a premium add-on. Now, on the other hand, we have Copilot and the semantic model, where the Copilot connects directly with the semantic model to create DAX queries based on the plain English questions that come in. Agents retrieve the schema, generate queries, and fetch the details that are necessary to answer those questions. And everything is provided in natural language without a lot of understanding gaps. This as well is generally available in Power BI, and it is not a preview, it's ready in production. But there is one piece that is going to determine whether this is going to work well and how efficient it is. And that is the one that most people are going to be overlooking. The missing piece is Fabric IQ. AI is only going to be as smart as the language it speaks. And Fabric IQ is going to teach the AI to understand how the business speaks and the business language and all its niche definitions. Fabric IQ is going to unify your data vocabulary. It will be able to define business entities, the relationships, and all the business rules that you currently have in place for that business. And this will all be shared across the Fabric workload that you set up. For example, revenue will have a singular meaning across all tables, across all definitions, and across all verticals. And Fabric IQ is able to connect natively with Fabric agents. This is the semantic foundation that the AI agents are going to query first. And without this, there is going to be some gap between the data and the AI agents. This will also include a planning layer, meaning budgets, forecasts, and targets are going to be live. So agents know not just your data or what had happened already, but they'll also have a visibility on what your target is and what your goals are. Now, let's zoom out and see how all this is going to stack together. 4 layers top to bottom, right? Your data, Fabric semantic model, AI agents, and the people who are going to consume it. You have lakehouses, warehouses, event houses, and external sources where you have all your data. All this is going to be defined using your Fabric IQ semantic layer, your business languages, entry functions, plans, targets, all that. And the AI agents and the copilot that we have in system inbuilt, right, are going to use MCP, NLQs, and automated reasoning to fetch this data, connect with the semantic models, and give you this answers that you want. And these are going to be consumed by people and applications across. Fabric IQ is going to be the critical middle layer without which the AI agents will have data but no understanding of it or understand what the meaning of it is going to be. Now, before everyone gets excited and goes to procurement to see how Fabric IQ is going to work, let's be honest about what needs to be true for all this to work well. Agents are going to amplify what is underneath them, right? Good foundation, a powerful agent. Poor foundation, very confident wrong answers. This is how I see it, right? You need very trustworthy data, meaning the data that is poor is going to give you poor results. So make sure the data that you have that you are going to deploy your AI agents on has some kind of quality. The semantic models have to be well governed. The AI agent's ability to understand the data and the model will be based on how the model is defined. All the definitions, are the measures working well, are the measures named well, columns, tables, do we have all the definitions in place? That is what is going to help the AI agents do well. And proper access control. When AI agents are going to query data for some users, it will have to make sure they are going to make the data visible only based on their own security levels. Not everybody will have to have access to all the data. So we'll have to make sure access controls are in place, row level security, and whatever other security or masking details that we have to take care of will already have to be provided in the semantic model to make sure this is going to work well. But if you have already started investing in all this, you have a very good foundation to build your AI agent on. So let's not worry about that. Where can we actually start with these three things to take care of? What do we do next, right? Now, first, audit your semantic model. Are the measures named in business languages? Can someone who has not built this semantic model just look at it and understand what is happening and what kind of data points are available in it? If they are able to, then you are good. You can proceed with the next one. Then find your one high frequency question. The one question that keeps coming, that keeps affecting the way the business is answered or the business is taken care of. And that is going to be your starting point. And don't wait for perfect data, right? Not one organization in the world is going to have data that is going to be absolutely perfect for any kind of analytics and reasoning projects. So take up any single vertical which is going to kind of have some amount of decent data and start working on it and expand as you go, because you'll start understanding what needs to be done with that one vertical's data, and then you'll be able to extrapolate that into other use cases as well. Start small, prove your value on that particular use case, and then scale. Okay, let's all bring this back to the bigger shift that is underway. There is a mindset shift that is happening, right? We have the old model where we had built dashboards and we hope somebody who actually needs it are going to use it. We then wait for an analyst to answer any question that you have, and you have reports that are scheduled to run refreshes every day and consume them. And there is going to be BI team bottlenecks because there are going to be multiple queries coming in from multiple parts of the business, and everything is going to be data driven or rather reactive. So if something happens, we look at the data, we then react to how to take care of that. With the agentic model, you'll be able to ask your data estate any kind of question in your natural language. The AI agent is going to answer in the same language, and on-demand answers are going to drive your real-time impact on businesses. The business users are going to be self-sufficient, and since everything is going to be provided within the singular system, the AI agents will be able to work proactively and give you suggestions on how to improve your business. Again, all this is based on how it has been built, how the baseline is, how your foundation is. So take care of that and everything is going to play well. Here is what I'm going to leave you with. There are 5 things if you don't remember anything else, right? Dashboards are not going away at all. They have been serving a huge purpose since the beginning of time, and they are not going away right now just because something better has come up. They are still going to be some strong competitors and strong providers for a very specific set of things the business needs. But they are not enough any longer. AI agents are going to fill the gap of unplanned questions and unplanned decisions that need to be made, and that is where dashboards are. Fabric IQ is going to be the semantic layer that is going to make the agents reliable. Right? Without Fabric IQ, again, the data is going to be available to the agents, but they are not going to have a complete understanding of what's what. The quality of your semantic model is going to determine the quality of your agent's responses. Data governance is key. Infrastructure is production ready today. All these that we've just discussed, Fabric IQ and all the semantic models and layers that we had just discussed, everything is available right now. And all we have to do is start using them. Now, organizations that are going to build this capability in the next 12 months, they are going to be fast-tracked into having better success than those who are still waiting on ticketing queues to get reports done, reports created, make decisions based on that. AI is only going to be as good as the data that is behind it. Let's see if your data is ready. I think that is close. Yeah.
That was fantastic, Shri Vishnu. Thank you so much. And that line that stays with me is dashboards answer the questions you thought of when you build them, and the businesses move faster than that. And I think that's exactly why this shift matters. All right. And if today's session sparked ideas about where you could apply this, I'd encourage you to explore our full suite of solutions at systechusa.com/marketplace. The link is in the session description. Now we'll get into the Q&A. Right, they're all practical, all straight from the conversations we have with customers, that start at the start of this journey. So, Shri Vishnu, let's get into it. One of the questions that everyone, this is the question that everyone's sitting with after a session like this, right? Are agents going to replace dashboards entirely? What's your take on that, Shri Vishnu? How would you answer that?
I would definitely say they are not going to replace the dashboards entirely, right? That is going to be an important distinction there. Dashboards are going to still work well. They are going to be really excellent for tracking known KPIs and trends over time, which people usually do, right? The agents are here to fill the gap where there are going to be some on-demand, ad hoc, unplanned questions, which we would not have thought of asking when we initially planned for that dashboard. So these two are definitely going to coexist, and the organizations that are going to win are the ones who understand that you don't leave one for the other.
Fantastic. Planned questions versus unplanned ones. Dashboards and agents serving different jobs. That's a really important distinction for teams deciding where to invest next. Fantastic. Thanks for that, Shri Vishnu. See, a lot of organizations, right, they're already experimenting with general AI tools. All right. So what makes a purpose-built data agent fundamentally different from just pointing ChatGPT at your data?
Right. This is definitely a very common question, right? Why do I have to spend some time on getting all this set up when I already have ChatGPT or some other Gen AI tool that is going to help me with this? But the Gen AI tool is not going to, understand your business definitions or your access controls, or it doesn't necessarily know which numbers are going to be your official numbers. So there's always going to be some kind of a discrepancy in the results or the answers that Gen AI tool is going to give you. But a Fabric data agent, where it is connected to your governed model, which has all the definitions in place, all the business rules in place, all the relationships, all the access control in place, it is going to work really well and seamlessly with the data and the reports that the users are already consuming. So that basically is going to be the difference between a confident answer and a very confident wrong answer and a very traceable accurate one.
Fantastic, and I hope that clarifies, about why it's a different starting point from a general purpose AI tool. Okay, so see, this is another one that I hear often, and I think this holds a lot of teams back, that we don't have perfectly clean data, and does that mean we are not ready for this?
No, like I said during the presentation as well, right? Nobody will definitely have perfectly clean data, accurate data to the T, making sense. It really does not make sense, right? That is not really the bar here. The real question is how evolved is your data as compared to what is actually needed. If you're even 60-70% there, it's going to be really good for how the agents are going to work on. And you'll have to decide on one domain first, try to implement it with that domain to make sure everything moves well, and then you can still evolve and scale based on what is going to be necessary, and that is how you start. Again, agents are going to amplify what is underneath them, so the data that is available will have to be at least relatively good, but other than that it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And that's the practical path. And it's definitely more achievable than waiting for, a perfect scenario. All right. See, I want to touch on the role of Fabric IQ. All right. See, Fabric IQ came up as the missing piece. The semantic the semantic foundation agents need to reason rather than guess. Is it required to get started, or can organization begin without it?
You definitely don't need it on day one, right? Fabric IQ is going to be really helpful in making sure the agents understand the data itself, but you don't have to have it initially. You can start with a well-governed data model and then build your business rules and ontologies on Fabric IQ after that, right? A lot of grounding work needs to be done before it. You'll have to have clean semantic models. You'll have to have right business definitions. All these have been done manually till now, and you can still go ahead and do that until your Fabric IQ part is, set up and ready. But that is how it's going to be. You can't just keep working without Fabric IQ, because that is going to give you quite a bit of quality in terms of how the AI agents are going to understand and react to the questions that are asked, and it is going to kind of marry the data and the business rules together so that they'll be able to provide better insights to you, right? It doesn't have to be available in the beginning, but that is where it's going, and with Microsoft tools generally getting mature over time, it's going to be really helpful to have it later on.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic, Shri Vishnu. That framing really clarifies why the semantic layer matters so much. Thanks for that. Um, Regarding the timeline and starting point, that's another question that we often hear the customers pull out, right? And it is a practical one to close this session on, right? If an organization wanted to pilot this, what's the realistic timeline and where should they actually start?
Okay, so realistically, like we discussed, having a focus on a particular domain and piloting that with a well-governed semantic model already in place, it should be done within a matter of weeks, if not months. And the fastest path is picking the right domain to make sure the data that you need is already in a good shape, so that you don't have to, kind of do a lot more to bring the data into a particular structure. And this is going to give you a better visibility of the before and after of bringing in your data agents, and that is going to help you understand how the scope has evolved and how it's going to provide you a good ROI.
Fantastic. Start small, prove value, then scale. That's the roadmap anyone can take back to their team today. Sri Vishnu, thank you so much. the idea that this is an architecture problem and that the architecture now exists, that's genuinely an optimistic message for every data team watching this. To everyone watching, if your organization is still waiting days for answers that should take seconds, this session was designed for you. And the good news Sri Vishnu left us with is worth repeating. If you've been investing in your data foundation, you're closer to the finish line than you think. To explore what this could look like for your organizations, reach out to marketing@systecusa.com or visit systecusa.com/marketplace for a full suite of solutions. And if you are working through the Data Alchemy series, sessions on data governance, agentic AI for ESG, and AI for insurance fraud, they all connect well with today's topic. All on demand at systecusa.com/webinar. Until next time, keep transforming your data into decisions. Take care, everyone. Thank you.